Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we've got Brian Kendrick, we've got Paul London, we've got the Hooligans. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today I am making a Ruthless Aggression tag team. They were the Hooligans. I feel like most of the time when people talk about them, they don't call them the Hooligans, but I am almost positive that was their official tag team name. A lot of time, if I going back watching the pay-per-views, they just say Kendrick and London, but I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was their name. I've seen a lot of customs of these guys. I wanted to take these jackets off. So this white one, I think, was from one of the Elite Uso figures, Elite 54 maybe. And then the black one was from an Elite AJ Styles, I'm pretty sure. I'll do a rundown of the parts because obviously they're all put together. I started these quite a while ago, and there's just a lot of stuff going on with the decals. I switched the formula around a couple times, but for the most part, these guys are about rocking the same kind of formula here. So the Brian Kendrick, that one I had to piece them together a little bit more. So I used some Usos shorts for him, or maybe they're Kevin Owens. I made these a long time ago, I don't remember. I want to say I used some Kevin Owens legs with him. Dang it, I don't remember. If it's Kevin Owens or the Usos, one of those two, I used their shorts. Trying to look here. Yeah. So now that I look at it more, I'm trying to look at the inside here. It's white. So I think what I did was used Kushida legs for the both of them. And then I used this crotch piece. The crotch piece is from an Usos Elite figure. So I didn't have a crotch piece that fit these legs very well. So if I use a normal black one, so I use just a normal tights mold for him. I used a Usos one because it doesn't rub on the leg, so it wasn't going to rub that black off. But then for the lower legs, I did use Kevin Owens knee pads, Kevin Owens kick pads, and then over here it's just all Kushida, and then the white crotch piece, because the crotch piece for Kushida had a belt molded on it, which works for Kushida, not for Paul London. And then I just gave them the normal Daniel Bryan torso. The arms, I don't remember exactly where they're from, but I just had the white tape and black tape in the fodder bin. The decals are really what have kept me from doing it. So there's a lot of decals. They're good decals. They're really not hard to apply. It's just they're gonna be a little tricky. These were made for the blue version of their attire, so they're gonna look different because they're not gonna look completely accurate. I think that they were an inverse, so they were black and white the way they look here on the black attire, and then they might have been an inverse on his white attire, so it's not going to be completely accurate. I might have to fib some things a little bit, but for the most part, I think they're gonna look great. They're gonna be exactly what I was hoping for. It's just gonna be a matter of matching up the decals right, getting them correct on the trunks, on the knee pads and everything. So nothing too intensive here, just patience, which is always the hardest thing for me. So let's get to it. Alright, so finally getting to these after letting them sit on the shelf for darn near a year, and I have no clue why I waited so long. I'm excited to get to these. The formulas, the prep work is minimal. The decals, the hardest part about the decals is just measuring and cutting where they needed to be, which admittedly was more work than normal, but ultimately not that much. I don't know why I just had anxiety, not anxiety, or just I didn't have the motivation to complete these, and now that I do, I'm getting them together. I like how they're coming together. The decals aren't even large. It's just a matter of, all I had to do was cut them, and like I said, I can't believe it took this long. Like always, micro set, micro sole, hair dryer, sponge, that's it. Alrighty, here are the Hooligans, Paul London and Brian Kendrick, and I don't know why I waited so long to make these guys. Once I got going and kind of figured out the situation for the decals, it was pretty easy. There wasn't like the decals are all clear, so they were pretty easy to move around and maneuver. I think just because there was a lot of like measuring and cutting, and with the kick pads, I had to adjust a little bit. I like cut a chunk of the kick pad decal off for the Brian Kendrick, just so that it would fit, because I used the smaller kick pad boots. So it was a little bit of adjusting for the decals, and technically these decals weren't made for the black and white attires, they were made for the blue attire. So I just had to I had to put some thought into it, and I think that's just what kept me from doing these for a while. But I'm really, really happy with these. I think they look really cool. Since they are since you're supposed to put one decal over the other, it's like the inverse with the black and white, and I think that makes it look even cooler. Obviously, I painted up the kick pads on the bottom, just did the outline there. But overall, I'm ecstatic with these. I'm going to definitely be posing them on the shelf with my WWE Tag Championships, but I got some other stuff coming that I also might want to put my WWE Tag Championships with. So I'll make like a ringside order or something, try and pick up some more of those belts. But anyway, I'll stop rambling here. If you made it to the video, to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.